Hello, my name is Abdurrahman Abdelgawad, and this is a walkthrough for sorting annual reports project of Udacity's RPA Nanodegree. First of all, this process opens a provided GitHub link, downloads the zip file of the contents, moves the file to the current project directory, unzips the file, and finally sorts the output files into the desired folder depending on the name of each file. This process is unattended. The GitHub link is provided right here in the variables as the default downloads folder directory. Moving on, there are three workflows, one for GitHub site and the other two for file manipulation, and they are as follows. The first one is called Annual Reports Download. This flow opens a new session of Edge browser on the provided GitHub link, which is the project page in our case, downloads the zip file, and returns a variable of type file info that contains all the information about the downloaded zip file. The preconditions of this flow are an internet connection and the correct path in which the zip file will be downloaded. The post condition is that the zip file is downloaded successfully in the provided path. At the beginning of the flow, we check the precondition, then we kill all Microsoft Edge processes. We open a new session of Microsoft Edge browser on the GitHub link. Then we check if the GitHub page is opened. If so, we start processing, else we throw a system exception. If the GitHub page is opened, we click on code, then we click download, then we wait till the file is downloaded successfully in the provided path. After that downloading the file, we check the post condition that the file is downloaded successfully. If the file is downloaded successfully, we end the process by killing Microsoft Edge, else we throw a system exception. The second workflow, named as extract zip. This flow moves the provided zip file, which is in our case the annual reports, from its path to the current project path, extracts it, and returns a variable of type directory info that contains all the information about the directory of the extracted folder. The precondition of this flow is the provided file already exists in its directory. The post condition is that the folder in the zip file is extracted successfully in the current project directory. At the beginning of the flow, we check if there was a retry after moving the file. If so, we start the retry at the unzipping. Else, we start by checking the precondition, then we move the file to the current project directory. After that, we unzip the file. After unzipping the file, we check the post condition, which is the folder is extracted successfully. If the folder is extracted successfully, we end the flow, else we throw a system exception. The third and last workflow is named as sorting file. This flow sorts the file in a provided directory depending upon this logic. The precondition of this flow is that the extracted folder provided in the argument exists. The post condition is that the annual reports is sorted according to the previous logic. At the beginning of the flow, we check the precondition as usual. After that, we loop for each file in the provided directory. We check if the file name follows that format by a regular expression. If so, we start processing the file, else we add the file to a list to process it later. Now let's run it. At the beginning, we can see that there is no files or folders. Open the GitHub link of Edge, click code, then click download as zip. Alright, the file is downloaded and sorted successfully. Let's see the output. As you can see, the process is done successfully. Now, as you can see, the downloaded zip file is moved right here in the project directory at 8:30 p.m., which is now. After that, it was extracted, and then all the files in that folder sorted depending upon the year on the file name. If we enter 2018, we find all the files that contains 2018 in their name, 2019, and 2020. And finally, for the files that doesn't follow the naming, we put it in a folder named as the current date, 27 February 2021. That's all. Thank you.